talk about some of the particular that you'd really like to see continue?
Oh, absolutely. One of the major ones is the one-to-one technology. We're slowly moving away from the textbook. Technology is rich. It's actually ever-changing. Even our segments of state testing is done on Chromebooks. So it's there, no more pencil and paper tests out there. Our kids are, ready for the world with technology, and it really enhances their work, making sure that they understand that, hey, this piece of technology, all of my books are logged into one particular segment, and it actually makes it a lot easier for our kids to be 21st century learners.
So, Dr. Smith, you mentioned the Chromebooks. Does that mean that all the students in the district, K through 12, receive a Chromebook for free? Or if not, which grades do they receive it, or do none of them get it for free, they just all borrow it? Thank you.
Chromebooks. So it's there, no more pencil and paper tests out there. Our kids are, ready for the world with technology, and it really enhances their work, making sure that they understand that, hey, this piece of technology, all of my books are logged into one particular segment, and it actually makes it a lot easier for our kids to be 21st century learners.
That's excellent. I wanted to ask, and I think you've already talked about this a little bit, how long has it been since we've seen a levy for operations like this on the ballot?
9 years.
9 years, okay. Now, voters might feel like they've seen something more recently.
Well,
so again, Mr. Pennycuff, it's been 9 years, and we were told by the board and Dr. Nasby that it would be 9 years, 10 years, emergency levy from 2009 to 2019, and it's an emergency. It's over. It's expiring now. Our taxes will go back down. Why not stay faithful to what we were told 10 years ago? Thank you.
9 years, okay. Now, voters might feel like they've seen something more recently.
well,
What have they seen? Is that the same? Can they use that?
that's a fair recollection.
Okay.
Because the school went to the voters 2 years ago regarding building new buildings.
This is pretty interesting. I found this report. You see back in 1968, 69, 70, 74, 59. These were all current expense levies through about 1993, but then something kind of started changing. And so you see after about 1994, starting in about 98, 04, 09, and 16 there, before that they'd always been current expense going back to the 50s. But since 94 they've gotten different names: permanent improvement ongoing, current expense, permanent improvement ongoing, current expense, emergency, and then there's the bond at $61,500,000 from 2 years ago when it was approved. So again, Mr. Pennycuff, I'd like you to help me understand, why is this new substitute levy, which has never been done before? Like you said, it's something new the state put out, but why do we need it, and what's wrong with these old types of levies? Thanks.
Recently,
Well,
what have they seen? Is that the same? Can they use that?
that's a fair recollection.
Okay.
Because the school went to the voters 2 years ago regarding building new buildings.
Yes, Mr. Pennycuff, as you're mentioning there, the board came to the voters 2 years ago and got approved. See, it's a pass there. But also the 37 years got failed in a May 2015 primary, and it also got failed in a November 2014 general election. So, yes, the board came to the citizens, to the voters, 2 years ago, and it got passed after it failing twice.
Regarding building new buildings. The existing buildings or maintenance headaches, very costly to maintain. Can't find spare parts for some of the facilities and so forth. So what was approved, what was asked for and was approved were construction bonds, very much like a home mortgage. And as Mr. Smith pointed out in his opening remarks, when the voters approved those construction bonds, it means you can only use it for construction. And if I could, I would.
Mr. Pennycuff, you say the 37-year debt, the 37-year bond is very much like a mortgage, and that's what I thought too, but at the time, the 2 times the levy came up and it failed, and the 3rd time it came up and it passed, that 37-year bond levy, I asked one of the board members, I said, isn't that like a mortgage? And they told me, no, it's not like a mortgage, it's not debt. And I'd just like to know how it is like a mortgage, like you're saying, and how maybe in certain ways it's not like a mortgage, like a very different board member told me it was not like a mortgage. Thank you.